Hi guys, this is Praveen P. Let's know about the one-way ANOVA. Welcome to the world of one-way ANOVA. ANOVA. Discover the definition, purpose, and importance of this statistical analysis technique in understanding and comparing multiple groups. What is one-way ANOVA? Definition. One-way ANOVA is a statistical test used to determine whether means of three or more groups are equal. What is the importance of one-way ANOVA? It is a powerful tool for examining differences between groups and helps to avoid making false conclusions. Conclusions based on differences in individual pairs of groups. What are the assumptions that are made of one-way ANOVA? Homogeneity of variances, normal distribution, equal variances, and normality. What is the homogeneity of variances? All groups should have equal variances. These assumptions can be tested using Levin's test. Normal distribution, residuals should be normally distributed. This can be tested using the Shapiro-Wilk test. Equal variances. One-way ANOVA assumes that the variances of the groups using compared are approximately equal. Normality. The data within each group should follow a normal distribution for accurate results in one-way ANOVA. Hypothesis testing in one-way ANOVA. Null and alternative hypothesis. In one-way ANOVA, the null hypothesis states that the means of all groups are equal, while the alternative hypothesis suggests at least one mean of significance differently. Test static, test static and F static. The F static is used to determine if there are significant differences between the means of the groups in one-way ANOVA. Critical value and p-value. By comparing the calculated F static to critical value or the p-value, we can make conclusion about the significance of the differences. Interpreting the results of one-way ANOVA. F static. The F static represents the ratio of the between groups variability to the within groups variability. A higher F value uh, suggests greater differences between the group means p-value. A small p-value, usually below 0.05, indicates that there is a strong evidence to reject the null hypothesis and conclude that there are significant differences among the groups. Post hoc test. If the overall analysis shows significant results, post hoc tests can be performed to determine specifically which groups differ from each other. ANOVA output interpretation. Key components of ANOVA table. The ANOVA table includes components such as sum of squares, degrees of freedom, mean squares, and squares and statics. Effect effect size measures. Partial eta squared is one of the commonly used effect size measures in ANOVA analysis, which indicates the proportion of the variance in the dependent variable due to the independent variable. Practical application of one-way ANOVA. When to use one-way ANOVA? One-way ANOVA is often used when comparing means across different groups or categories, especially when there are more than two groups involved. Limitation and considerations. It is important to consider the assumptions, sample size, and potential confounding factors when conducting one-way ANOVA for accurate results. Conclusion. One-way ANOVA, it is a powerful statistical test for examining differences between the groups. Importance. It helps avoid making false conclusions based on individual pairs of groups. Practical applications. It can be applied to various fields such as medicine, physiological, and engineering.